It's the little things. Alright. Ooh, hang on. That one has a little tiny. I felt its little roughness. Hang on. When your sandpaper starts to get full of wood chips or wood bits, you know, you can honestly like just flick it off and keep using it. You do not need to throw it away as soon as it starts kind of getting full of crap. Think of it as a tool, not like an, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like your sandpaper is a tool and you can use it several times before disposing of it if you're willing to shake out its current dust, because it still has the ability to smooth things. All right. Look, we're almost halfway done smoothing our little boards. And if you weren't here earlier and you're like, wow, those look really even. Yes. Thank you. Like, it's because I didn't have to cut the edges of these to get this nice little width. These are tongue depressors from the dollar store. And I gotta say, when I found the thing of tongue depressors or whatever in my wood and cotton box, the package was unopened completely, which means that at some point I bought them basically thinking I am going to want those someday. Sam says, "Lurk, dinner time. Ooh, have an amazing dinner." That I just went, you know, I bet future me will want those at some point. And then future me did have them. And I was like, yes. Okay, we're wearing out our right hand, so we're going to sand with our left for a while. And could we get out the Dremel and maybe do this a little faster? I guess maybe. But the Dremel's really loud. And we'd have to mute the stream, and it would just be me sanding in silence because I would be muted and it would, I don't know, that doesn't sound very fun. That's 4. Here's our penultimate meaning next to last. And it just, I don't know, kind of bothers me that it sounds like it should mean ultimate, the penultimate. Like, you know, like it's ultra ultimate. But no, it means next to last. Like, I don't know, highly unsatisfying. Like the fact that vermilion, like, I'm sure you guys have seen this meme, like, you know, vermilion is a shade of red, but it sounds like it should be green. And it does sound like it should be green. I strongly agree with that. Yeah, our penultimates. I almost said cutting board because they kind of look like little cutting boards. Or if we were making tiny charcuterie boards. And after this, what are we going to do next? Oh, we're going to grab brown acrylic paint. And if it was going to be the final color, we would like maybe think about it, make it darker, make sure it look extra soil-tastic. I think for now, we just want coverage, basically. And if we spend time mixing a color, then if we don't have enough, yada, 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 like, yeah. I bet we have a decent brown that we can just use. Alright. 6 little boards. Hang on, I gotta move some stuff. So it does not get smacked. Oh my goodness. Oh, my devil horns. Sorry. I just found my devil horns while trying to extract this box of paint. Okay. Acrylic paints. And we want brown. We're going to look and make sure we don't have a bottle of dark brown. We got black, multi-surface black, yellow, red, green. We've got those little tiny things. Nope. That one is perfect. Brown it is. Look. Stina, my honey. Hi, honey pie. How's your evening going, my darling? It's wonderful to see you, and thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, we're going to get another piece of parchment that is bigger and also can be doubled over. Wait. And how was your Friday at work? But I know it's not really your Friday. He says, just going to watch and clean. We're here to co-work with you, babe. We're here for it. If you're delicious. And what is that? Old paint water, which has now become new paint water again. Ooh, see, this is, it was okay. Silent client today, so it was mellow. Oh, I love that for you. Seriously, I love that for you. Okay, what do we do with the brushes we were just using last night to do acrylics? Or to do paint? Yeah, not that one apparently. This brush looks kind of like a piece of crap. That's okay. Hang on, we are going to wipe some of this off of our hands because we don't want to get it on our boards, on our other stuff. We just won't worry about what might have fallen or not fallen. It'll be fine. Yeah, we already lost several items to the floor today. You know, that'll happen when you don't pick stuff up. It's the orange polymer for making carrots. Tina says the floor caught it for you, right? It's doing a really good job of keeping watch over my alcohol container that actually has some alcohol in it. This one's like freaking empty. And my phone is down there. And now a thing of red Sculpey also. Tina says, did not fall into oblivion. Yeah. Every now and then I retrieve the stuff. You know. But not all the time. Not every day. Look. Hang on. Apparently there's still much crap on my hand. But Zena, what are your plans for this weekend, other than working tomorrow, probably? Okay. And also, is it just me? Like, does anyone else, like, when you clean your hands or something, do you have to obsessively look at the thing and see, you know, like, what came off of your hand? Like, that's why I always show you guys. Cena says, we're going to patch holes at the salon in sand. What? You didn't tell me it was going to be wild party time. God. So, you guys going to rent a party bus? I think it seems appropriate. You can put on some, like, light up sunglasses on the way there and be like, what? Drywall the other white party does. What? Seriously, I fucking love that, right? Sanding party with Stina. Woo, woo. Invite only. All of y'all invited. Stina's like, no. But yeah, we're making little garden-themed gnomes. They're going to be sitting on a little board that is painted brown and then has fake sand, like fake dirt on it. And then it's going to have a carrot growing out of it and a little gnome also sitting there. Okay, we want to make sure these colors are basically not close enough, so, you know, as I was saying, but just, it's not that they're close, but we don't want it to be, like, glaring to where if you see some of this, you're going to be like, well, what the fuck is that? And honestly, when I paint little things like this, my hands are just going to get covered in paint. And that's just the way it is, and I just accept that. But acrylics dry nice and fast. And we're only doing one color on all of these. So we're just going to basically go through them, paint one side on each, flip them over, paint the other side, you know, while they take a couple minutes to dry while we paint the others. And then we will let these dry, work on the gnomes, and then once we get the gnomes in the oven, these will be dry enough for their second coat, I think. And do these have brush strokes? Yes. Are we worried about that? Not even a little. But yes, I took many steps today, and like all week at work has been like focused on painting. And luckily I did not have to do any of the painting. There were professionals hired to do it, which was great. But seriously, reassembling all that stuff, yeah, that's why I took so many steps today. See, I guess if I was a different person, I would just paint them while they were sitting on this thing instead of like holding them and simultaneously painting two of my fingers, but continued research indicates that I'm likely to just keep doing stuff like this because it's easier. See, look, we've got our first coat on almost all of them. But yes, the painters did like the gnomes I made for them, which was nice. That was gratifying. And I did tell them that I told them, I said, I considered, you know, like chopping, you know, like cutting a piece off of one of your drop claws to make these. But, you know, I told them, I said, the edges were all finished. Like, if there's one that had, like, a fucked up edge or something that was already torn, I would have just cut off a little piece, because whatever. But they all, like, it's not like that they were super fancy finished, but, like, they all had, like, a finishing seam, so things wouldn't fray. And I'm not gonna, like, really, I'm not gonna cut off a piece of their stuff. But when I told them, they laughed, and they basically said, like, yeah, we understand why you didn't, but you totally could have. Like, and I was like, yeah, pretty much, like, and then The little paint rag is made out of like an old piece of clothing from my house because I looked at their paint rags, and I could tell it was their old t-shirts. And so I made, the little thing for theirs out of old clothes. So, and I told them, and they're like, oh. And I hope that their girlfriends enjoy the plants, because I gave them really, like, not really nice, but I mean, a pothos cutting is a pothos cutting. But I love my pothos, and I gave them cuttings of it, and they seemed pleased by that. Okay, we're going to need to get different... Ooh, I wonder if there are other paint water things up here. It might be. Hang on. We're definitely not collecting condensation off of our drink to then wipe off our hands on old Kleenex. Not old Kleenex, but, paint-covered Kleenex. It's alright. It's good. We got it. But yeah, my weekend plans are hanging out, eating tacos, talking to friends, crafting, and hopefully doing some stuff around the house, maybe. We'll see. But just, yeah, after this week at work, like, it's great, and the new paint looks great, and people are going to be pleased and all that, but oh my lord. If I have one more people ask me, how's the painting, like, because they're not like, oh, how's it going? They're like, when is it? And I'm like, y'all, it's on the calendar, chill out. And if you're curious, see, look, that's the new wall color at my work. It's a nice warm color, and I never would have picked it in a million years, like, as my choice for it, but when I actually saw it on the walls when we did the samples, I was like, oh, damn it, they were right. That does look good. Ugh. So, alright. These are going to dry now. This is coat number 1. Oh, and actually, gosh, French toasters. Yeah, let's go back and do the other sides real quick, because the fronts are dry enough. We've already got the brush and the paint out. And this won't take but a second. But this is why we got a whole new piece of parchment and doubled it over. So that way if this gets wet, whatever, if it starts soaking through, it doesn't matter. There's more parchment on the other side. Oh, how about I don't put a second coat on the already done side. But I already did it, so that's okay. We're just going to turn it over and paint it again. Such is life. I mean, sorry guys, this is a very exacting science and art. Only I possess this specific ability to smear, generic acrylic paint on the back of these tiny boards. So special. So exacting. But gosh darn it, I just washed all the paint off my fingers. That's okay. Yes, plans include hanging out, beeping, borping. And has anyone seen the new Deadpool movie yet? I won't see it. I won't end up watching it until it comes out on like HBO Max or something. But who was it that was saying they saw it? Was it Sam? She's lurking right now. I feel like somebody already saw it. It's just that's the first movie I can remember coming out in a while that anyone I know might be not so much, but just to be like, oh, I've been waiting for that one. Bear with us, it'll be on Disney Plus. Oh, see, yeah. That sounds like a plan. We'll just wait. Alright. Our little boards. These are going to be our bases. Those are looking cute. Those can go over there and dry. That's our dirt. Now we're going to stir it around a little bit more because we're hoping it, there we go. Because alcohol ink, you know, it's alcohol. It dries, like it doesn't like stay, you know what I mean? And so before it was a little like kind of damp and sticky still. So I think we'll just spread it out more, let it dry. Do we think that'll be enough to do 6 boards? Okay, so hang on. I don't know that that's going to be enough to do 6 boards. Do you know what I mean? I feel like instead of trying to like start from scratch later, I feel like the smart money is on adding more sand to this right now and adding more dye right now. Because it'd be better to have some leftover sand in a cup labeled dirt sand than later to be like, fuck! And I have one that looks funky. Where's the thing of sand? What did we do with the sand? Seriously, I was just looking like... Hang on. Hold, please. Oh, okay. I was like, I would have swore it was on that shelf. It was just behind something. Oh, yeah. And see, right now, because now that House of the Dragon is over, like the season is over, I don't have anything, like, new that I'm watching other than, like, Garbage Town Fiance shows and stuff. And so it's like, I don't know, I'm lacking something to watch right now. And I think I need to start watching The Leftovers again from the beginning and then finish it. Ashley! Ashley says, how's it going? Hi, honey pie. We are dyeing sand with alcohol inks and mica powders to make it look like dirt. So then we can make a little gnome thing. Ooh, cool beans. Right? My first time ever doing this. And we realized our sand was looking pretty, our dirt was looking pretty good, but we didn't have enough for how much we would need because we're making 6 little boards and each of them is going to have a gnome and a carrot on it. Yeah. Oh, no, I did not know that. Actually, I don't know if I told you, the Gemini gnome and this really friend gnome live by our front door now. Oh, on the little puffy cloud. Only one of them is living on a puffy cloud, but... And see, we added a bunch of dye because we were adding more white to the situation. And so we needed to take that all the way from pure white into looking like dirt. I think this needs a little bit more black mica to make it look more like rich soil. I just says, but of course, I love that. Seriously, that's precious. Box of mica. Oh, jeez, miska. Did we put it away like the responsible bunnies do? Ah, we apparently put the box away, but left this out. Look at us. And we don't want a full scoop. We want... And so that's just black mica. And she says, oh, and the UU Church by where I live has active services of multiple different kinds. I love that for you. So now I want to go to this Sunday to check out their Buddhist meditation hour. Yep. That's what I'm saying. And every UU church is different. They're going to have different stuff based on who's in the congregation, who wants to lead crap. You know what I mean? But my guess would be that, you know, you'll go, maybe read some Thich Nhat Hanh, maybe do some mindfulness stuff, and then maybe, you know, some silent meditation, check-in. When you start with check-in, but yeah. I think you would enjoy that probably. Okay. Here we go. And so now this is a little bit sticky looking, and that's because we just added literally wet ink to it in the form of the alcohol ink. Ashley says, the one closest to me has some focus on environmentalism too, which is especially cool here in big oil country. Lol. Yep. Climate justice is a very real thing. Environmental justice. And remember, like, some places, like, there's kind of, like, you know, like an age barrier, like a thing on, like, committees, like, oh, we need to have fucking old-ass people on committees because they know best. In UU churches, they want young people on committees. They're like, you're new to the church, please join a committee. We want a fresh view. We want to, yes, put your new young eyeballs on this. Please join the Sunday Services Committee. Ashley says, the dirt is looking so dirty. Good job. Oh, thank you, beloved. It does kind of look like I'm just keeping a weird cup of, like, dirt or coffee grounds on my desk. I'm like, so when I get hungry, this is just my snack. I just take a little... Oh my god, I would die. But here's... looks more earthy. It needed that... It needed the black in it. To give it the look of rotting stuff. Being part of it. Ang nang nang. In the... in the words of Linda Belcher. True. But look, this was basically the inspiration gnome for this kind of theory set, whatever, I don't know what you call it. But I made gnomes for the people who were painting the sanctuary at my work, and they were so cute. I made one for myself to keep. And see, it's got a little painting rag next to it, and it's sitting on a little board. And so now we're making other gnomes. They're going to sit on a little dirt board and have a carrot with a little top coming out of it. So, it's so cute, right? And this is, of course, the actual color that they painted the sanctuary. And so we have 6 little boards. And then we've got our dirt. We've got carrots. And now we're going to get... Ooh. I just looked at the clock. Hang on. It is almost... It is technically a little tiny bit past time for our first break of the night. But we are going to take a minute. We're going to check in with everybody, finish our drink, and then we're going to go downstairs and see if we can scrub the acrylic paint off of our hands. Because that actually will come off with soap and water, unlike like polymer color. And then we will start making some super cute gnomes, like flower colored gnomes.